I feel like I need a lot of low end on my mic because I'm on here with Nigel. He has all that bass.
Well, it's all about that bass, actually.
Yeah.
Aaaaarg.
Pirate water. 10% alcohol.
I feel like it's been 6 months since I've done this. Junior!
It has like a Barstool Sports logo.
I think it is.
I think it is.
Do they do their own booze now?
Like 20 and 24 for Loco.
We were thinking
It
Mad
is.
Dog, actually.
Well, he poured it. I'm like, that looks like Mad Dog.
Yeah, well, Mad Dog didn't have that good of a red
Last
color.
time I had Four Loko, my brother's 40th birthday, so 12 years ago, somebody just brought nothing but Four Loko.
That's right.
And I think I might have been the only one who decided to dive in. My wife escorted me out of that party after a while. I was told it was time to go home.
This isn't bad, though.
I don't hate it.
We've had some terrible shit on.
I mean,
here.
look, this ain't Sunny D.
and it's way better than the
Hard
Mountain
Mountain
Dew.
Dews. Oh, jeez.
Those are horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
All right, what are you ranking lower? The Sunny D vodka seltzer or the Hard Mountain Dew?
The Sunny D was bullshit because it wasn't orange,
No.
and we know Sunny D is orange. There's no other.
What color was it?
It was clear.
Yeah, it was clear.
But it was bullshit. It tasted horrible. I mean, I would, honestly, if you made me choose,
Mad Dog.
Yes. Yes, I'm choosing Mad Dog before that, but I think I would choose the Mountain Dew over the Sunny D.
Yeah.
If I had to.
Sunny D is a horrible choice to begin with because that shit ain't even real orange juice. So you're not even making like a real screwdriver with it.
No, 10%. 10%
No,
juice.
it's horrible.
Like Sunny D is the orange juice. What Hawaiian punches to Kool-Aid.
10% juice, 90% regret.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
put it on airport mode
There you go.
or airplane mode.
Airport mode.
Airport mode.
That means you're just sitting by the curb.
Sitting that charger plugged in the whole time.
What do you-
We're going to need you to circle the lot, sir.
No, you go to the cell phone line.
Oh, that's right.
Nobody knows what the fuck that is.
I've actually used the cell phone line a few times.
I've
It's
only-
not bad. The problem is you're like the only one there that's not an Uber driver.
Oh, yeah. This is all Ubers, isn't it?
Yeah, so I feel like, I feel a little guilty, like I'm stealing their wages or something by picking up my friend.
You are, because your friend's riding for free. So
Right. So it'd be okay if I just charged my friend.
yeah.
Okay.
At least beer.
Fair.
Beer.
Fair.
Should we start?
Well,
the
look,
show?
there are two things it's always fair to charge: beer and tacos.
Okay, I was like, wait, hold on. I have to edit that out. Whatever you're gonna say.
Cash, ass, or grass.
Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, promotional products and design. They cover your brand bumper to bumper with graphic design, promo products, and print. See what Dire Oil Graphics can build for you at direoil.com. That's DYEROIL.com.
Smooth jazz. Shout out to Jonathan, our voice.
For the first time in 2024.
Yeah. Is this our first show this year?
Well, our first recorded in 24. We released 3 episodes this year. But,
Okay.
But
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
recorded
Heard.
before the holidays.
Heard. Welcome to Beers with Nigel. It's a show about beer
And other things.
and other stuff. And, you know, if you don't know,
I'm Nigel, and that's Nick.
yeah.
Oh, wait.
Best local podcast in Kansas City in 2023 by the readers of the pitch. If you're watching this on video, over my shoulder, you see the lovely wooden award that you have to go buy, but it's still an award, even though you have to buy it.
Gotta buy it.
Look, I'll take it.
They're not giving out awards. Tell them, Nick, what are these best ofs for?
These are making money for the publications, baby.
How much you can?
I got that in a window cling. It's about $100. A little more than that, maybe. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine.
I said, woo.
Make that my damn self.
I mean, technically, you
Well,
could.
yeah, but and we'll get to this, but you're kind of, nerdy, engineering guy anyway, so. I mean, working out at the bomb factory and shit.
Yeah. Well, you can't bring that up.
Yeah, you can't bring that up. Get me fired.
You know, there's a lot of motherfuckers over there listening to this podcast, making sure this shit doesn't happen.
Hey, look, I had about 0.00004% of responsibility for that building you're in.
Ooh.
Okay, good. Got
Might be more zeros in front of that.
Yeah. Well, let's welcome to the show Centric Styles himself, Givon Blakney,
What's
and
up?
I said Blakely. It's Blakney. Blakney, yeah. I was channeling my daughter-in-law. Her name is Blakely.
Ah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I thought you were just making it up for the fun.
No. Welcome to the show, man.
What's up?
You've actually been on before, but it was brief. And we were at Barrel and Flow, if you remember.
He was part of the Media Row episodes.
Yeah. So we really didn't delve deep. Plus, you had to share the stage. I think who was on? Mac?
I think you
popped on. You popped on with someone. Or maybe it was
It's
Sizzle.
Jonathan.
I think I popped on Daddy Porter.
Oh, yeah.
right.
You're right. Shout out to Daddy Porter.
Madtown, Wisconsin.
Yeah. What a great time that was, though.
Ah, man.
I
can't
feel
wait.
Oh, yeah. Hey, people out there, Barrel and Flow coming up.
Tickets are on sale. If you're here in Kansas City with us, make your plans, get your tickets, join the caravan. We leave a day or two early. We come home a day late.
So I think this year we're going to go on Wednesday.
Ooh.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
Because I told Phil, our unofficial manager, Phil. Shout out to Phil Pipkin.
Phil's going to make my John Madden dreams come true.
Well, we've already got a vehicle.
Yes.
We just need to get.
You got a vehicle this time.
Yeah,
we need a driver.
No, my homeboy's it's his motor.
He's driving us.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
So I told him we would probably get a couple of sponsors.
I was in the impression he hadn't achieved spousal approval yet, so.
It sounds like he don't give a fuck. so it sounds like to me. So I told him we would, see if we can get like a sticker sponsor, like to put some something on the side.
Oh, yeah.
To just a gas sponsor to get us out there. Somebody put their logo on the side of his vehicle.
Nice.
That'd be fucking dope.
Yeah, it is.
Wouldn't that be great?
Look, if you got an awesome business you want to advertise to all of America's beer industry, give us a call.
And we'll do another. What do we call it?
We did a little crowdfunding last year. And really, let's call that what it is. It's an excuse for us to buy as much beer as possible and bring it back to you people.
Yeah.
Because it's beer you can't get here.
Yeah. So we'll do that a little earlier this year, so maybe we can get to our goal.
Well, get to our goal, and if we leave, I like it because we've talked about leaving on Wednesday before and haven't done it. Mm-hmm. We can do 2 stops on the way.
I think maybe Columbus is next. We haven't done Columbus. That way we can go.
Well, we did, but that's where they ripped me off.
Was that? Oh, that was. But we got to Columbus late.
We got to. There was we had like an hour at the brewery, which is
we went to
that was a great brewery though.
Yeah,
Seventh Son.
Yeah, Seventh Son. Yeah, really beautiful.
Fantastic brewery.
So yeah, I think maybe we'll do that.
We stayed in some bougie hotel that charged way too much for Angel's Envy.
Yeah, it was way too much.
How much was it?
60 or 30 a pour.
Yeah. Nice hotel though.
30 a pour.
I was because it was late. We'd had a couple flights at the Seventh Son.
I don't care how late it is.
So I went up and we just wanted a little nightcap, right? So went to the bar, ordered a couple pours of Angel's Envy, got the tab. It was $60.
Yeah, here we are. Makes for a good story though.
Nigel was going to mean tweet him. They weren't on Twitter.
Yeah, they weren't on Twitter. So we just talked about them on the show. Well, shit, let's get into who Centric Styles is, man. I've known you for a minute. You're one of the what we call that, the handful of black folk in the beer community in Kansas City. That's all. Yeah, I came across some pictures the other day. It was at basically a groundbreaking at City Barrel.
Oh yeah,
and it was me, you, Woody. I think that was it. So the brother side. But
that's
I think
that's
that was
like 70% right there.
Yeah, that was the first time I think we'd all kind of kicked it together. I was like, oh, these are my dudes right here. That just I was going through some pictures. I'm like, oh shit, I have some old ass beer pictures, man. Crazy. So you weren't Centric Styles back then. I mean, you were, but you weren't.
Styles,
You weren't Centric Styles as you are now.
Right,
reincarnated.
Wait a minute. So there's a version 1 and a version 2.
Yes, you don't remember?
Oh yeah.
Go tell them the story.
Oh, back when you mean like back when first started off in beer.
Yeah.
First started off in beer. Yeah, it was
But even before that, you were DJing and shit.
Oh yeah, I was just music producing.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day, yeah, did like a lot of hip hop, R&B. After a while, I started doing house music. Then I got tired of hitting kicking snares the whole time. Had to go back to R&B, hip hop after that. So yeah, that's where eccentric styles came from. Eccentric style of music, and now it's eccentric style of beer. All the beer flavors and all that stuff. That's where all my crazy ass imperial cake flavored peanut butter flavored stouts. That's all eccentric to me. All them styles.
Yeah.
See, I like that. That's where I kind of knew we were gonna get along. When we were in Pittsburgh. Was he wanted all the weird beer? I'm like, yes, because that's what I like. I want the weird shit.
And if you haven't followed Centric Styles on Instagram, do it. He does some fucking great ass videos. I'm a little jealous. I was like, okay, there's some production skills.
He's got some skills.
Some production skills and some crazy ass ideas. I'm like, okay, this motherfucker's tripping. Is he?
and a good following.
Yeah.
You got some followers, man.
It's been building up the past year.
That's why we got. That's why we got you on here. Because we trying to ride your coattails.
Look, our dumbasses can only do so much.
We got the podcast world. The podcast world.
Sure, but we're trying to get the influence.
We want the world, baby.
Mm-hmm. That free beer status.
I mean, the beer karma is strong with us.
The beer karma is quite strong, and I'm never not surprised by it.
That's why I give away a lot of beer.
You have to.
I'm just trying to make sure that we don't run out.
Up your karma game.
Yeah, it's pretty strong right now. It's on swole.
it just did 25 push-ups before the show started.
Well, look, one arm push-ups, motherfucker. So after the DJing thing, were you a beer drinker back then? What were you drinking before you discovered craft beer?
You know what? I'll say my first beer was like Miller Lite or whatnot. Had that 18 or so, whatnot.
Yeah.
My second beer was probably like 2 or 3 months later, and it was Rhinelander. It was a horrible IPA from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. That shit tastes horrible. It's just, I don't know. It took me under.
That's a hard right turn, man.
Yeah, from Miller Lite to an IPA. That's
I wasn't buying it. I had to take whatever I could get.
No, that's true. That's true. At 18, you're just,
My roommate was like, "Hey, look what I got." I'm like, I don't know what that is.
That's weak.
Oh my god,
that's weak. That's a weak start to the year.
Oh my god, you knew that wasn't going to be.
Go
good.
back. Try harder. Try harder.
I knew it wasn't going to be good, but sometimes you just got to let it go.
I mean, fair point.
You can't fight the burp.
I mean, you can.
Wow,
that's not
doctor recommended.
No, it's not. So anyway, as you were.
Yeah, I was always drinking, went to college in Madison. So for me, I didn't know the difference between craft beer, the big boy beers and all like Miller, Budweiser, stuff like that. So I'll go drink a High Life at the bar and then be like, hey, let me get some of that Spotted Cow over there. And I'm like, all right, here you go. Okay, I like this one too. So I'm drinking Spotted Cow and Miller Lite, not knowing there's a difference between the two.
You're like, it's beer.
I was happy to be in the bar. I'm like, I'm 18, y'all. This beer's paying off.
That's when you were sneaking in with the beer.
Yeah. I've always looked old as hell, like a Bad Boys 2. How old are you? 15? Boy, you look damn near 30. My whole life.
Solid movie reference there.
That's our first Bad Boys reference, I think, on the show.
Might be.
And after that, I just stuck with the High Lives there. The next beer was like the Negative Modelo's. Used to drink that a whole lot at the bars and clubs. Then after a while, I started drinking. I'm from Illinois, so I started rocking with Goose Island a whole lot. So I used to drink a whole lot of 312 and all that stuff. Yeah. Then slowly but surely, just started seeing different types of beer. I'm like, all right, let me try this one. Let me try this one. And I started going to liquor store tastings. And that's why, man, there's a whole gang of stuff here, more than you just get like a regular grocery store.
Yeah.
Now grocery stores have a lot of it. Back in the day, you could only get like Blue Moon and some other stuff like that, and that's why you can really get.
Wow.
What was the old was it an AB wannabe craft? Was it Red Dog? Remember they were all sub-branded back then?
Sure, but that's what I'll say about those days. That was the 90s. It was the days of Zima and Honey Brown, and it wasn't called craft.
No,
it was probably called premium still. Because you're right, it was. Everybody had their, and I drank some fucking.
They all had their sub brands.
Red Dog wasn't bad.
No,
was that InBev? Was that Budweiser?
I think that was AB. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was. That was just a red
ale.
That
was pre InBev.
Yeah.
That was pre me drinking, because I was drinking the little gusher things with the top you screw off of. In the 90s, I was 9. To throw it out there.
4 for $1.
Mom got me them icy pops.
Right.
strong start. I mean, I appreciate you needing to show me up there.
It's that red number 5 in that fucking.
Hey, by the way, give me some more of that red.
Yeah.
That red cancer
No,
juice.
fuck that. We're gonna get the mystery beer.
I don't know.
Let's drink something good.
Oh, you know what it's time for?
Go ahead.
Mystery beer.
Shout out to Bree Burrows.
Oh, Bree, how we missed thee.
We love you, Bree. You want to hand it back to our guest? I'll do it. I'll do it.
right.
I'm a little closer. Now we're actually the same. We're the same distance. So this is
I'm gonna knock some shit
your
over right
first
now.
time seeing the mystery beer bag. It came from a golf course, as you might imagine.
Yes.
Just ignore the burn hole in the bottom of it. Just grab whatever you want out of there.
All right, grabbing this.
Try not to look at the ABV because we play a game called
Guess the ABV.
We need a little drop for that.
We should.
Little
It's
jingle.
Price is Right rules.
All right.
Yeah,
Closest without going over wins the rest of the can.
yeah.
Merlin's Cream Ale, Blueberry Crumble.
Ooh.
And that is a beer karma from Scott Kranz. Shout out to Scott.
The first family of Kansas City.
of Kansas Craft Beer. Yeah. Let's crack it open. Let me do it next to the microphone. Hold on. You like that sound?
Solid.
Yeah. Why don't you pour yourself some
right.
since you're all the way over there?
Oh, this is red too? Shit.
Red number 5.
We got a theme going today.
Red beer episode. I do have an idea for
Look,
you.
I've spent a lot of time in Southwest Missouri, Northwest Arkansas. I've seen my share of red beers.
This one's more purple, actually. Look at that color.
Like chameleon juice.
Whoa.
I don't know what that means, but
Me neither. You're going to have to reach. Oh, my God. There you go.
let's try not to knock the microphone.
That's good. Smells like blueberry, for sure. Oh, wow. That is tangy. That is definitely blueberry.
Whole lot of crumble.
That's good, though.
Yeah, I like it.
That's pretty tasty.
Woo!
It's a shock after having that pirate water.
That's
Ooh.
that's Sunday dessert at the end of the potluck.
It is. That's probably. I'm gonna guess.
Grammy brought us the blueberry crumble.
I know. It's probably sneaky ABV. Will you bet? What do you think the ABV is? Yep.
6-1.
Well, if I'm going to Price is Right rules, I'm going to go. You know what?
8-5.
Whoa! You big balling this morning.
Air morning.
Air morning. I'm going to go. You said
6-1.
and you said 7-5.
8-5.
8-5. I'll go 7. I'll go right in the middle. Let's see
Our actual retail ABV.
if we can find it.
Holy moly! 5.5.
Everybody went over.
Everybody went over.
So
It means we got to share.
Everybody loses. Well, technically, there's no
There's no losing in this game.
There's no losers.
It just means more beer.
That's what it means. So, Centric Styles.
What's up?
We got your beer history. What did you start drinking that you were like, oh man, this is my shit? Do you remember? I know it's probably because how long have you been in Kansas City?
2016.
Oh, you haven't been here that long.
I still feels new. Still fresh to me.
So you missed the rise of the Boulevard. So you probably didn't. You probably weren't drinking a bunch of Boulevard wheat and pale ale.
Nah, I didn't. I think the first Boulevard beer I had was probably Tank 7.
Ooh, well, that's the way to start.
Wow.
If you're going to start.
I mean, no, that's awesome, but that's just weird for those of us that like grew up with Boulevard that was the game.
Right.
So when you left, you came here from Illinois.
Yep.
So what were you drinking there that got you like you were like, oh man, this is my shit.
Oh, definitely Revolution.
Oh yeah.
Revolution. That's
You know who loves Revolution Brewing is Afro Beer Chick.
Oh, she does.
Shout out to
Oh,
Shalonda. Yeah, she. Every time I see a post, I feel like she's there. I haven't had much of their beer, but we did have that one.
We started off my
at-
first
at-
barrel and flow.
Oh, good Lord. That was the first tent we got to, and they had like a 14% something or other.
And we were the only two mofos inside the gates that day.
Like 14% barley wine, barrel aged.
oh yeah.
We walked right up to the tent. Here you go. Oh shit.
So what, and I hear about Revolution, especially from Chicagoans.
Yeah.
What is it about that brewery that people just love so much?
like for real, they kind of have that boulevard feel to them, but more craft and like more of like a local feel or whatnot. I'd say because they have the brewery, then they have like another. They have the tap room and like another one, but they're real close to each other. And like it was just you just go to Revolution for the day, drink what you want to drink. They had amazing food there, so it was always like a balance of all right, I can drink all I want to drink. All right,
But they got
I
food.
got food too.
So you eat and then you reload.
Oh yeah. Really, is there the Anti-Hero IPA? That was one of the big ones from Revolution. I used to always drink. Then after they started coming up with the Death that the barrel aged stout, that's been my shit ever since.
Really?
They have this amazing barrel program, and they keep doing different variants every year.
Yeah. Do you get back up there much at all?
Last time I was in Chicago was probably like 2 years ago. Then I'll go back to home. My hometown's Rockford, Illinois.
Okay.
So I'll get back there probably like once a year.
Isn't that what the crime dogs from? Remember the crime dog in the 70s? Take a bite out of crime. McGruff, yeah. I think it was Rockford, Illinois.
He needed to be
Oh, I know.
Rockford, Illinois.
They had the coolest. The headquarters for their newspaper was the badass building downtown on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Haunted.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Oh yeah.
Everything's haunted in Illinois.
Well,
That's good to know. So what else in Chicago besides Revolution were you jamming with?
Let's see here.
I know you mentioned Goose Island, but that's when you were using the beard to get beer. That's beer name right there. Use your beard.
Use your beard to get beer.
Beard for beer.
We'll trade beard for beer.
I think back then I was still drinking craft beer, but I wasn't heavy into it like I was when I moved down here and got to know more people or whatnot. So I was mainly drinking Revolution. And when I moved in 2016 is when they had the big boom. Oh yeah, I used to always drink Half Acre. Shout out to Half Acre because I really love them too. But when I moved, that's when they had like a big boom. That's when you had like your microphones.
Oh man, I love microphones.
Those cats would start blowing up. Hot Butcher came out.
Yeah, Hot Butcher good.
Alarmist, all those guys started popping up everywhere. And I moved. I'm like, what the hell did I move for?
Yeah.
And like KC wasn't really popping yet. Like you had Boulevard.
That was the beginning.
You had Torn Label was
Yeah.
starting to get started up. You had that small ass tap room.
Yeah.
But it was perfect size for back then.
Yeah,
A lot of people were going to it.
Yeah.
Now you can't fit all the people in there.
Well,
now.
shit, back then you couldn't really find it. If you got to the property, you'd be like, where the fuck is this tap room at?
Right.
You remember that?
Is there anything over here?
You had to go to that gate. You had to go up the stairs, and you walk that weird ass patio with all the junk trucks in the back.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on here? Movie. And then you went in, and he was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It was all dark and dank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is old school Kansas City. So you moved down here for a job?
Nah, I moved down here. My wife's originally from Kansas City.
Got it.
She's
for
the
a woman,
one. Yeah. Always for a woman. She's the one who's like, oh, you ever had Boulevard? I'm like, no, I never had Boulevard. She's the first one that had me drink Tank 7. So you gotta try this.
That's how they get you.
I mean, if you're gonna get somebody to like Boulevard,
that's a good way to go.
That's a good way to start.
Because that'll get you drunk.
Oh yeah.
Like even if it's not your jam, you're gonna get drunk.
I remember Tank 7. Shout out to my boy Race. He lives in South Lee Summit, and there's that Miners the gas station.
Oh yeah.
And that's when Tank 7 was only in the Bombers. And man, if you could drink one of those by yourself, you're going to be drunk.
Oh yeah.
I could split it with you. You're still going to be drunk, but not as drunk. But those were the days when had the damn still had the cork in them.
Right.
That's when Tank 7 was, because I used to drink pale ale. That was the one I always drank. Tank 7 came out. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, okay, I'll be buying these Bombers from now on.
I feel like it's always been known for that. Like, hey, you want some? Get that Tank 7.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. I mean,
when they first came with those single bottles, that was like a big day in Kansas City.
The little bottles.
When they came with the single bottles.
Yeah. I remember one time I was on a shoot in Utah in Park City, and we were at this bar and they had Tank 7, and I was like, and of course people I was with, they were all from Cali, so they had never seen it, didn't know what the fuck it was. I said, I want all those bottles. So we bought like 9 bottles of it, passed them out. People were like, oh my God. I'm like, this is Kansas City beer. They're like, what? And this is, we're talking probably 2011.
And that was probably the first time most of us had even had that style.
Oh, Farmhouse, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't know what we were drinking.
People still don't know what Farmhouse is. It's just a fucking style.
I mean, like, it was good and I got drunk. I mean, that's really all I knew.
And it was different, it was just different than, You know,
It wasn't wheat. It wasn't the pale ale.
Yeah,
it wasn't Bob's.
I was
47.
never. I was never a Boulevard wheat fan. Never have. That's not my jam. That's not my. I'm not a wheat beer person, really.
I don't know that I even knew to decide.
It was just popular, so you drank it.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
it was just what you order. I mean,
Like,
it was
you have at a restaurant or something like that.
right,
Yeah.
right. I'm fancy now. I
and
finished college. I'm not drinking the High Lifes anymore.
And the fact it was made in Kansas City, you're like, oh, it's made
yeah.
here. Let's fucking drink it, right? I mean, that was
well,
my
and that was
rationale.
when they first started. Those were the backpack kegs at the stadium they had
Yeah.
for their Boulevard wheat. So I mean, that's what we knew.
And and all my homies, they were, I'm like, I'm not drinking no fucking Ultra. I'm sorry. I'm not. That's what they drank. Ultra. That's not even beer.
My,
Fuck
Make
outta
love
here.
Ultra.
Yeah.
I never like
my boy Rick, that's all he
can't do
drinks.
ultras.
Yeah.
Can't do them.
I got friends who they come back to town, and of course they want to go to fucking Twin Peaks. I'm like, I'm not going to. I don't need a frosted mug. Let's start with that, because you go to Twin Peaks, beer. Look, you don't need a frosted mug.
You get
if your beer ain't cold, then that's a problem.
you get 0 karma points
Yeah.
going to Twin Peaks.
No.
That's why I never want to go to like, oh, you got to go to frosted mug. Like,
No.
I ain't trying to go there for no frosted mug. I want no 28-degree beer.
Yeah. I had somebody give me a frosted mug. I'm like, can I get a regular glass, please? They're like, what? I'm like, this was recently actually. They tried to give us a frosted mug. I was like, I'm out.
Frosted mug and a stout. I mean, like a beer person's gonna throw hands at
Had
that
that
point.
happen to me. Back in Rockford, when I went back, there's a bar in Rockford we always go to every time we go back. It's like, oh, here's your what did I get? It's fucking let's talk about Goose Island, Bourbon County. Here's your Bourbon County.
Oh no!
Excuse me, ma'am.
In a frosted mug.
You're not gonna charge me $14 for this in a frosted mug. You know how long I gotta sit and wait for this thing to warm up?
Yeah, that's like heresy. So when
Somebody doesn't love Jesus. I mean, at that point,
or themselves,
right?
So you moved to Kansas City.
Yep.
What when you obviously Tank 7 was the first, craft that you had. But at that time the scene wasn't as big. What do you remember about the scene and what caught your eye? Because I can tell you, it's weird because back then it was Boulevard and it was Martin City. And that was it. And then it was like, Torn Label.
Yeah.
And Martin City used to do some beers that were really, really good. Now they're fine. We'll leave it at that. But they did this. It was like kind of like a Saison Brett, and it was called a Shunned House Brett.
I don't remember that one at all.
Oh man! But you had to go. Back then you had to go to Martin City. There was no. They weren't a distribution. You had to go there.
They didn't have 17 restaurants.
No, they did not.
50 million pizzerias.
Yeah. And that was one of the best beers they've ever made, and they've gotten so big they don't do anything like that anymore. What was after Boulevard something that caught your eye?
After Boulevard, what caught my eye, probably just going around to like Double Shift and everything in a Crossroads.
Yeah.
Because for me, what I loved about Kansas City and what probably got me into beer more than anything was like the community aspect of it.
Yeah.
So I would go to like Double Shift and talk to everybody there. It's like Jeremy from Pathlight. He used to be at Double Shift. So I used to love going to Double Shift, talking to him. Because I would always go by myself because my wife was either doing something else. I'm like, all right, you can post up at the bar or whatnot. I get to know the brewers. I get to know the bartenders.
Right.
Just like the everyday people that would sit next to me. Hey, what are you drinking? Hey, what are you drinking? And just talking to people like that. That's the one that was in Power and Light because we used to live downtown in the library lofts. So Power and Light had, what was the beer bar that was there?
Oh.
Flying Saucer?
Yeah, Flying Saucer. Used to always go there,
Yeah.
try different stuff here and there, talk to people, and that's the main thing I enjoyed about it.
Yeah.
So it would just go like mainly Double Shift down there. Went to Border a few times because I think Border was a little bit new too.
Yeah. Shit, everything was new back then.
Yeah.
I remember being Crossroads. You had, like I said, Double Shift, Border.
When did Cinder Block open?
They're a little older, but being
what I was thinking.
North Kansas City, if you're going to go there, that was, I guess Big Rip came right after that. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like they were the first ones up there.
Yes, because I think Cinder Block's probably 10 years old almost, or something like that, close to it. They just celebrated an anniversary.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, me too. We've never been there.
You never been to Cinder Block?
No, not to
Well, not
not
for
for
the show.
podcast.
I don't think we've had them on the show
not,
yet.
Not for the show. We probably need to work on our Kansas City game.
So when did you start? Hey, I'm gonna start bringing Centric Styles back about beer?
I kind of fused it because my first handle, it was still like at Centric Styles, but my tag was mainly, it wasn't Sipper with Centric, it was craft beers and beats. So I was still doing the beats and all that stuff. Then I posted like some beers, and after a while I got to more beer. And I remember I was watching on, when I first started posting a lot on Instagram, because I used to always just take pictures of beer anyway, because it was, oh, this is what I'm drinking, take a picture. Oh, this is what I'm doing, take a picture.
Yeah.
I used to do that, like I posted on Facebook before I even knew it was a thing. I remember seeing on Viceland, Teal from Crowns and Hops.
Mm-hmm.
He was on there on the homebrewing show as a judge, and that's why I saw first introduced to Dope and Dank. I was like, oh, okay, there's a whole community out here. And go on Instagram, like, oh, there's a huge community out here for like people who are like a beer enthusiasts, and that's when I first started posting it, and just like describing it and whatnot, and talking to more people, diving more into like the subtle nuances of like all the different types of flavors, different types of styles. What cities they're coming from, and just even like learning more about the business of like, okay, these are distributed here, and these are like even like nerdy stuff like these are the laws here. Like Kansas has some crazy laws.
Right.
I can't wait for them to change it up so they can start distributing more. So like I just started becoming a nerd of all aspects of beer back then.
Yeah.
And then that was just me just taking pictures here and there. And I want to say about 2020, 2021 is when I really started like making more what you call like content for like everybody to enjoy even more.
Reels and shit.
Yeah.
So where because it's interesting to watch what you do, because me as a video production background person, what you're doing is the right way to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where did that come from? Did you evolve into that? Did you go watch some videos? Where did that come from? Because it's what you do is unique to you.
Right.
I mean, because even some of the shit I saw the other day, I was like, this motherfucker lost his mind.
A lot of it is taking what I did in music and factoring that into like the video world or whatnot.
Yeah.
When you drop an album, you have a single, and then you have like a few more songs, and you have like the B-side. So that's what I do. Like I record like a little bait reel or whatnot, something like 7 seconds or so like that. That's gonna get a whole lot of likes and views. And those are fun to do, and I like doing those, but I really like doing the reviews, so I can capture the longer format. So I have people reel them in with the short reels or whatnot, play on words, reel them in with that, and then like I do like the beer reviews or whatnot. And that's the bread and butter. That's the B-sides right there that I like people to check out.
But even when you're doing those, they're still pretty short though.
Yeah.
You know, because
Your long form's not.
Yeah,
It's not
you're
really long form.
Yeah,
It's long form for a reel, I'd say, because usually like the ones that like start popping out for like 7 to 10 seconds. After you get to a minute, that's when it starts to kind of taper off.
Yeah.
Because I think YouTube Shorts or whatever, I think those used to be cap off at a minute, and TikTok would cap off at a minute. Now they extended it, but the whole algorithm thing just kind of throws it all out of whack if it's too long, and people stop watching.
You got to be under 60 seconds.
Yeah, you got to be under 60
If you hit
seconds.
60 seconds, you're done.
But even like if I'm working like in Meta, which is the backdoor business version of Facebook or Instagram, if you do a video, 90 seconds, you can't do it over 90 seconds.
Right.
You have to. So when we're doing the shit we do for the brewery, I'm like, wrap that shit up. Wrap that shit up, yo.
I don't want to edit. Wrap it up.
So.
Oh, I will edit. It takes me a while to edit because I'm like, I do not like talking in front of cameras too much.
You could have, you know what? It's interesting because on some level, I've known you for several years now.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of it, I think secretly you really enjoy doing the crazy shit.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that shit.
I think you really like the production aspect of it.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Definitely the production.
But I
aspect.
think just the production part, but also the performance part. Because some of the shit you do, I'm like, I wouldn't have thought to do some shit like that. Like I said, if you haven't checked out, Centric Styles on Instagram, just go watch a few reels.
You know what's great though is like, so he was one of the two Casey guys that rode with us last year. Went out to Barrel and Flow.
Went to Barrel and Flow. Yeah.
And at first I was like, I'll help introduce him. Nah. Everybody knows who he is.
No, that was the crazy.
That was
thing.
crazy. Like you walked up, everybody knew.
That was.
I remember one time I was like, "Hey, this is." Oh,
yeah.
No, never mind.
Yeah, it was that was wild because we've been going for several years, and even when you came on briefly, I was like, "You're here. How does it feel?" It was a trip, wasn't it?
Right, it was a trip.
Because remember we were all hanging out in the lobby, and then those two conferences let out. then it was like just a clash of like
a mad
family
rush of
reunion
everybody.
of what's up.
Yeah.
That was so wild.
Daps and hugs for like 30
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, that was.
Beer name, Daps and Hugs.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
I like that.
Write
Daps
that
and
down. I'd write that
Hugs.
down, but my phone's right there.
We're using our phones.
Let's see if we can remember that. I feel like that.
Jesus,
should,
that's not going to happen.
you know what? We should give that name to Vine Street Brewing. Shout out to Daps and
Yes, we
Hugs.
should.
Yeah.
Well, when they do the podcast collab for us.
Yeah. We might as well mention that right now before we get because
I
I'm
was thinking of a separate collab, but yeah, let's go ahead and mention the big event.
well, yeah, before we get into another mystery beer because I'm totally out. So feel free to crack up open. So
We put this in a
the
random
weekend
spot.
of April 12th.
April 12 and 13.
It was 11, 12, 13 basically. It's
Right.
that weekend of the 12th.
We've been working on this for a long time.
Technically we've been working on it unbeknownst to us for probably 4 years.
But look, it's a chance to show off an
Kansas
amazing
City.
Kansas City, but show off an amazing documentary. Some friends of ours from the Barrel and Flow Festival.
Yeah.
Aaron and Brigitte.
Brigitte. Yeah. One Pint at a Time is a documentary. I've seen it 4 times. It's won 11 awards.
That's a shit ton.
That's a shit ton. It's been on the film circuit, film festival circuit for like
For the last 2 years, I think.
And I told them last year, I was like, y'all need to, I said, that's not y'all's audience. You need to get that into some breweries. And so they started doing that.
And they looked at us and said, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Can we do something in Kansas City? We were like, fucking absolutely.
And because we're us, we didn't just, get a room and invite some friends to come watch it.
Yeah. So
It's now become a 2-day event. We're
Whole
gonna
event.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hosted by Vine Street Brewing and our podcast,
and
Beers with Nigel.
Beers with Nigel.
So the cool thing is I talked to Sean at Diametric last night. He's on board. So we've got let's talk about who's coming to town.
Well, look,
The
first off,
the
VIPs, the filmmakers, Aaron and Brigitte,
the creators of Barrel and Flow,
Ed and Day.
and they are coming to town. Tio's coming to
Wait,
town.
are you just gonna short Ed and Day? I mean,
She gonna show your podcast, daddies?
Podcast daddies.
I mean that's our podcast daddies.
well, I've heard,
I mean, they're not just the creators of the best beer festival in America.
heard, Chef.
They're the podcast daddies.
Heard. And then we've got Rhythm Brewing, Alicia. She's coming to town.
Who has yet to
To
be on the show.
podcast. Even though she commented on our post about the event, talking about she can't wait. You captive audience, you'll be on the podcast that weekend.
You can't run anymore.
You can hide, but you can't run. She's probably the person we try to get on the most besides Tio,
And Tio's coming.
he's coming. And shout out to Tio. He's like, dude, just text me. Come on, Tio, you need to reply, homie. If you gonna give me your number,
Tio from Crowns and Hops.
So he's coming.
Jonathan.
Jonathan from Cajun Fire from New Orleans is coming.
Trying to think, which one was Cajun Fire?
Out of New Orleans.
Also
He's
in the
film.
cast in the film.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Ale Sharpton.
Ale Sharpton out of Atlanta, he's coming. And I've been bugging him for several years. Like, bro, you need to come. Because most of these people have never been to Kansas City, which is going to be huge because we're going to be taking them all around.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to do 4 collabs, at least 4.
Right.
I think I need to re-up my number.
Well,
because,
and we're going to invite other KC brewers if you just want to do it.
Yeah.
If you just want to do a thing.
yeah, and collab or whatever.
We're going to give you the base recipe, do a little riff, and all we ask is, hey, maybe $1 from every sale goes back to the cause.
Yeah.
Because here's what we're doing. This is a 2-day event.
Yeah.
We're going to support the National Black Brewers Association.
Yeah.
We're going to support Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, and we're going to support the American Jazz Museum.
Yeah. So it's going to be dope. It's going to be a great weekend. And shout out to my people from LA. We're going to shoot a pilot for the Beers with Nigel TV show while we're at it. We're about to go worldwide, bitches. we technically we
scares
are
me.
already. Does it scare you?
It scares me.
Why? You don't want to be on the telly?
No, it just seems weird. Well, look, I will admit, I'm an old print guy. So there's little.
I thought he said he's an old prick guy. Oh, God.
well, I am a prick. So there's a little animosity toward you TV hacks, but no, I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be. I think it's really cool. I would love different ways to do this show. I love this show that we do. I'll get excited when it happens. I'll be excited when it happens.
I got faith in y'all. I know y'all can do the TV show because y'all got a dope podcast. Long as y'all ain't got to read cue cards, y'all be straight because y'all could buy some blind motherfuckers. You can't see the cue card.
look, I got a face for print.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, I'm thirsty. Crack that beer.
All right.
Givon.
What's it called?
Should we tell them what is happening on the days? So Thursday night. Is gonna
Oh,
be
yeah. We talked about that.
Thursday night at Vine Street Brewing. We're going to do a live version of the show.
That'll be Friday
on
night.
Friday night. Sorry,
Yeah.
on Friday night. And then after that, we're going to steal a page out of the podcast Daddies and Barrel and Flow.
Yeah.
We're going to have a big, badass bottle share party.
At Vine Street. Yeah.
All at Vine Street on Saturday
Yeah.
at the Historic Gym Theater in 18th and Vine District. We'll do a little panel discussion with the filmmakers and cast members,
Yeah.
and then we're going to show the film.
So we're going to show the film and do a discussion. Either one.
Either one.
I think probably after the discussion should be after the film. That's what I've seen when I've watched it.
That works for me.
That way people can ask questions.
That's true.
So puff pass.
Oh yeah, it's
What do we got here?
This whole Fast
Fast
Brewing
Brewing.
I think they're out of Springfield. I want to say,
see Missouri Craft Brewers Guild, and that's about it.
yeah, it's. I think it's from Springfield. I think Brian Macbeth brought that. That's one of his favorite.
Ryu Lager.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Sounds-
it's probably
yeah,
Rye Lager,
Rye.
probably.
Is it Rye or Ryu?
No idea. We're gonna learn
I can
today.
think of a
either
Rye.
It's either Rye or is it Ryu from the Mortal Kombat game
Street
back
Fighter.
in the day?
Yeah.
Of course, you would say that. Yeah, it looks like a lager. I mean, after that 10% fucking Devil's whatever that shit was.
The pirate water.
Yeah. Oh, why am I passing you that? I'll just pass you the can. That's my bad. So yeah, that weekend's going to be dope. If you want tickets, beerswithnigel.com,
That's right.
and you should come. It's a great cause
Look,
for a
we're
2-day event.
2-day event. We're supporting 3 really awesome nonprofits that are important. Important not only to this community, but important to all the brewers that we're talking about in this documentary.
And the film's fucking great.
I've
film.
yet to see it, so I'm excited to see it.
The funny thing is, it's hard. You can't really just go watch it yet, unless you go to a screening someplace. The trailer's out on their website. The trailer doesn't do the movie any justice.
They've shown it the last couple years at Barrel and Flow.
Yeah, they showed it at Barrel and Flow.
Last year,
Did they? No, it was the year before.
I was like, was I passed out of that part?
Yeah, it was the year before.
I can't remember.
Twas.
I get them all confused.
Twas. Because you remember we were there, and I was like, because remember they showed Jonathan on the parade
Well,
route.
the first year. That was the first year.
Because the first time I met Jonathan from Cajun Fire, I go to this party during Mardi Gras, and right outside the party on this corner was this dude pouring beer. I'm like, who are these brothers pouring beer? Come to find out it was Cajun Fire. And so there's scenes in the film from them pouring. I was like, well, damn, I was right there. I didn't notice any cameras or anything.
We walk into the
Incognito.
festival that first year. The first year I went, we're sitting down watching it, and all of a sudden Nigel's elbowing me. Hey! I was there.
I was, and he's such a good guy, and he's got it going on. So shout out to Cajun Fire.
He was part of the Media Row interviews.
He was
Last year.
because I've been trying to get him on for several years, but it's all coming together.
Well, he's a big time movie star now.
Well, and he's doing shit internationally. Remember,
I mean,
his beer
He has-
is international. Cajun Fire, yeah,
because of all of the obstacles people like me put in his way,
yeah.
he's had to become a real estate developer.
Yeah.
He's in, what are they? They're making food production.
Yeah, he's doing.
They're like making soy sauce and mayonnaise or something too.
It's
Brewery?
No, he's
no, just different
just him
businesses.
himself?
different
Yeah,
businesses.
different
Oh, okay.
businesses. Some doors haven't been open, so he's tried this, that, and the other. Like, oh, this is the door I can get through, and and it's turned into.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a great fucking story.
Gotcha.
He's got a great story, even though New Orleans kind of fucked him for a while. But I think now he's finally getting into the stores there because he wasn't in stores in New Orleans. He was in Texas and other states.
And yeah, he was selling his beer lots of places, just not where he lives.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild.
So you've been here several years now. How would you estimate maybe your experience with the beer community and what it's looked like from the time you got here to now? What's it been like for you, especially as a brother? Because there ain't many of us running around. I see us at the beer festival. I was like, ooh,
That's about it. I've seen all the ones that we've known. There's like an older black lady that's like 50 or 60 with braids going back. I've seen her at 2 or 3 of them. Like, hey, when I'm your age, I want to be at a beer fest. You cool as hell. You cool as hell. And maybe one other person. That's about it.
Yeah.
All I've ever seen at.
So
beer
you know
fest.
2 people in the beer community that are that age.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cute. That's cute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nigel. Was that mean?
No, not at all. Who looks older, Nick?
Well, okay, that's true.
I don't have a beard, so I can play this shit off.
Can't have the beard.
But I don't want one either. That seems like a whole lot of fucking trouble.
No, I keep the beard because it fits my laziness.
Yeah, because you just don't want to shave it off.
That's a lot of effort. Shaving every day sucks.
So you've kind of got here at the kind of like the hot period of the ship blowing up. What's it been like for you? Because it's funny because a lot of times
burped. Damn it! Almost burped.
I've never had somebody say they almost burped and then they yawned.
I got the.
Look, he made himself sleepy.
I got the yips.
You got the yips.
Fuck.
Shh, we don't say the word.
You got stage fright. Stage fright.
Turtle.
That's hilarious. I almost burped and then here we are. You know what? At least it wasn't a cry burp.
That's true.
Yeah.
It might have been that.
No, because if we know about cry burps. Shout out to our folks from
River Bluff.
River Bluff, who coined the phrase cry burp. Well, that's good. You're leaning into it though. You're really trying.
Well, I didn't want it to,
No, you know what? That's a weird fucking flex, man. No, you like lean into it.
Well, you got to lean into the mic.
No. If your burp is a quality burp, just burp and let it out. I don't need the mic's right here. I don't need to get any further. This is not a competition. It is, but it's not.
I should say everything for you is a competition.
Well, is it though? I mean, you can make anything a competition.
Your Honor, prosecution rests.
Anyway, this it's a lager, Ryu lager. I don't know if it's rye in there or not. What do you think the ABV is? As you look at it.
No. I want. It is Ryu though. That's a U.
Yeah, that's a U on it.
Yeah,
That's a U.
and I don't taste rye though. It just tastes like a lager.
A little spicy maybe, but that could be like the yeast almost.
Are you holding it
Spicy
up to the
yeast.
people?
Well, in case they're watching on video.
It's good. It's
In
clean.
case they're going to the Beers with Nigel YouTubes.
It's clean. I saw the ABV already, but if I was gonna guess, I would just probably guessed in the 4s.
Like 5.2, 5.3, 5.3.
I was gonna go 4.5.
Yeah, it's 5. Dead on. Am I right?
Oh, I don't know.
It's written in Sharpie right there.
Actual retail ABV 5%.
What else does it say on there? When was that canned?
Enjoy the. You know what? I was close when I said Mortal Kombat. Enjoy this Street Fighter. So Ryu
There
is
you
from.
go.
I knew it was a video game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So somebody's got a sense of humor.
It's either from October 31st or the 18th month of the year.
I love that month.
Yeah, it's a hard one to get to.
We haven't named it yet.
I mean,
It's like one of those planets. Just got a test number. It's like some experimental house.
Where's that brewery from? Texas?
I think it's Springfield.
Springfield? Oh, that's right. Missouri. That's right.
Yeah.
I want to go there. I feel if you make a Ryu lager, you have to have like a Hadouken Hefeweizen or something like that. You got to go into.
I feel like you gotta have the video game in your tap room.
Like Pathlight.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna call it the Ryu Lager,
They have
They have a video game in there?
yeah, they got a little Mario 3 playing. A little NES in the back.
Oh, I haven't been
missed
there in a
that.
while. I haven't been there in a while. I need to go back. That's a good beer. That's nice and clean.
Yeah.
I like this beer.
There
There
you
we
go. There you
Coming
go,
up now.
big guy.
But it's not a competition.
Pat me on the head when he said that shit. Oh, good job, big guy.
Hey, I'm representing all the burps. I'm going to shout out to Connor down at Transparent. That little motherfucker can burp his ass off. For a little tiny person.
For like an 80-pound,
Yeah.
5'2" dude.
Yeah. He that motherfucker. It is not a game for him. It's serious work.
He's compensating.
Oh wow! I'm going to tell him that. Sorry, Connor. So what's your style to drink? What's your jam?
BA stouts, barrel aged stouts, and barley wines. Oh,
Okay.
that's my go-to. That's all in my fridge right now. Like, I'm like, I need something light. I need something under 14% right now.
I mean, I'm not mad at you because we've got an iTap over here now, right?
Yeah.
And
You know what's been on tap lately?
what's that?
Tazcat.
Yeah, it's from Tezcat, but they got some good shit. I had this brewery I'd never heard of. It's in Belgium, and they had this fucking pills that was stupid good. We might have to go over there after just to have that bit.
Little after show.
Yeah, it was a shockingly, and I put them on Untapped. I'm like, I don't normally wax poetic about fucking pills, but I said this one was a banger, and I'd never heard this brewery before. We looked it up. We was like, okay, heard, chef, and I've never seen that beer anywhere, and I've been all over the place.
Well, here's how I knew I was going to like the place. The first time I walked in, Abraxas on tap.
Oh, wait a minute.
Daddy.
Yeah, they've been getting some bangers over there.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, whoever's curating that,
Yeah. Shout out to Sam.
doing a great job.
It's either Sam or the other cat. I can't remember his name. I told him we were going to get him on the podcast one of these days.
I said that too, but I mean, you walk in and whatever you want is really, at least style wise, is there.
Go ahead and get you that pre-order.
Barrel aged
Go ahead,
Braxis.
go ahead and get that
hold that
pre-order
Whoa.
on Tavor.
Show the good people what you're doing.
Yeah.
On Tavor right now, you can get barrel-aged Abraxas.
Now, wait a
You
minute.
can't get it in stores, but you can get it in Missouri. And you can also get, I think, 10% off your purchase with the promo code Centric Styles.
Whoa. Okay.
Go ahead and
Can
do
I
work.
say this? So are you in like the 1 KC zip code that you can order Tavor?
Maybe.
Hush it. How much is it
I think it's like 56.
for one bottle?
Yeah. It's not bad. I think
No,
one bottle is actually like $50.
I'm just looking at Nick. I'm like, should we have him get us one? We'll just give you the money.
The answer to this,
Yeah, is
is
yes.
yes.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and get one of those. It's
Oh,
like I had a dude. He showed up, and he'd been to Canada, and he came across the Bombers of Surly Darkness, and they were like 3 or 4 years old, and they were selling them for $10 a bottle, and he was at the brewery. Now he's showing off. I got all backed up on purpose, bitches.
right.
That was an oh my god.
Yeah. So he's like, bro, because he'd been putting them on beer tasting KC for like $15 a pop or whatever. He's like, if you want some, I'll give you one or some for $10 a piece. I'm like, hell yeah. He said, I got some in the car. So he goes to the car, he brings them in. The labels are fucking stupid. They were from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. And I bought 4 of them for $10 a piece.
Wow.
Damn.
I gave one to one of my customers because I know he would enjoy it, but I still have 3. So I thought about bringing one tonight, but I'm like, well, that's a bold move, Cotton. I like to bring that big ass bomber on the pod.
We've gone from bad boys to dodgeball.
I mean, that's shades of when we went on. Shout out to Two Blondes Drink Beer.
We started Abraxas.
Yeah, we went on their pod, and they do BJCP. Flavor, smell. The whole lineup.
The whole judgy.
Yeah.
Well, they broke out on Abraxas in the beginning. I was like,
Yeah, that was the first 30 seconds.
yeah.
And we're
Then they broke out a One Love from fucking from Boulevard, the Jamaican, the barrel aged Jamaican.
That's one of the best ones they ever made.
One
One of the best ones.
I was about to say the same fucking thing.
Ooh.
That beer, I don't know why. Stupid. Come on, Boulevard, quit fucking around. Why would you not keep doing? To your point, BA's rum barrel for me. You give me anything rum barrel, I'm in like Flynn.
Look, rum makes everything better. Rum makes the world go round.
It years ago, God, who used to one of those breweries out of Lincoln? I forget the name. They did this beer fest.
Boiler?
No, it was the first time they ever did a tap takeover in Kansas City was at the old Grains and Taps. Work with me, y'all got nothing. It'll come to me. But anyway, they did this beer festival at the skate park in Lincoln. Dope. All the beers had to be barrel aged. And yeah.
Oh, that's an amazing festival.
So some motherfuckers might have tripped over some of those, things at the park. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because everything's barrel aged, right? So the lightweights are what, 12?
Yeah. So Avery did a rum barrel aged lager.
Ooh.
Just for
Holy
the
Jeebus.
just for the festival, like 12%. Get the fuck out of here, bro. That was a Zipline brewery. Remember Zipline? Remember they used to be all around here. I haven't seen Zipline in forever, bro.
About 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the first time they did a tap takeover was that the original grains and taps were Fringes. That was the first time they'd ever done a tap takeover. Said that 12 times.
I think that was the first time. That was the first place I saw tap takeovers.
Was it?
Was
Grains?
it the old grains?
Yeah,
the original grains.
Shout out to the OG grains. So what were we talking about before that? Before we went off track?
Doesn't matter.
Does it? I don't. Oh, we were talking about barrel aged or Braxis.
Oh yeah.
What kind of barrel did they say?
I don't know if they said it. I forgot.
Yeah.
I ain't looked too far because I
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So
I've only ever had it like 2 times before.
yeah. So as far as the centric styles like the IG, you've got a bunch of fucking followers.
Yeah.
Was that when you started doing it? Were you surprised at how much traction you got?
A little bit. I think I got surprised when I hit like 2,000 or so. That's when I was like,
He said 2,000.
2000.
oh,
I think we
people
got
are paying
35.
attention. Like, okay, people that pay attention. All right. I can get down with this.
It's funny how it grows, right?
Right.
It's like when Nick told me, he's like, by the way, we've got 10,000 downloads. I'm like, from where? The same motherfuckers download it 10,000 times?
My mom buys a new phone every time to download it.
She got a burner phone just to get the pod.
Let's be honest. Moms ain't listening. My boy, maybe.
Yeah.
My moms ain't listening.
Yeah.
She told me she tried once, but I don't like beer. So,
And people ask me that. I'm like, no, that's why it's called beer and other stuff.
yeah.
Very rarely is it about the beer. Yeah, we drink the beers, we guess the ABV,
That's just having fun.
but it's about the stories.
How would you talk about your style on there? Because you do have your own style with these little reels you're making.
Yeah. I'll say like I said before, just kind of do like an album or whatnot and have like the hits, like the funny stuff, and then like the more serious type stuff. Like stay in both lanes. Don't be afraid to get out there and make an ass of yourself because those are the funniest ones.
Yeah, heard.
Those are the funniest ones.
And really, the thing that gets me is, you're good on the camera, even though you claim not to really, be that person. But your lighting and your background's super dope.
Thank you.
I'm like, because for me, if you're gonna do something like that, you got to make it visual, right?
$30 Govey lights.
Amazon.com. But even without the lights, just the background is.
Yeah.
It's like us sitting in here. You can't. My buddy Race, who's coming to town, he's like, "What's the studio like?" I said, "Dude, it's already a set. It looks like a set. The background that you're on right now, people are like, is that real?
Yeah.
All those radios? No, it's a dope ass. It's a dope ass way to do it.
Yeah, we're sitting in what was a vault.
Yeah, this used to be the post office.
I always wonder what it look like. Like when I think of a vault, I think of like a bank vault. Something like
yeah.
Is
Well,
there a
and
way?
who knew a post office had a vault?
Yeah, I didn't know they had
that
vaults.
either.
So, but fun fact: the cooler over there at ITAP, because that's the original Lee Summit Bank. The cooler is the
Cooler.
vault.
Oh, that's just the cougar. I was like, oh.
Like,
She has a vault too.
Damn, Nigel.
Wow. So they basically built the cooler inside the vault. It's pretty dope.
Oh, that's dope.
It's not very big, and I know they had some problems trying to run lines from that cooler because all their taps are right, and it's a horseshoe bar, and so all the taps are right in the middle, and so they had to drill. They said through like 2-3 foot of concrete because it's a vault. So, but it's a cool space. They killed it. Shout out to motherfuckers at ITAP.
They did a good job with that building.
Yeah. So it spent some money though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Well, that building needed somebody to spend some money and give it some love. It had about 40 or 50 years without love.
Yeah,
Wow.
it needed like about $500,000 for it to get to where you could actually do something with it.
Yeah.
So somebody has some deep pockets and some big balls.
How about them marbles?
So what do you want to do going forward with? Because I feel like your IG could be bigger than that. You have bigger plans or dreams? Or?
Probably just to keep doing it, and then just start getting more like promo type work.
Yeah.
Doing more ads, making like side revenue. Like a few times again, like a paid to like just make random posts on there. It's like, all right, bet.
Can you explain that process to Nick so we can get some?
And in turn, I'd like you to talk to our social media manager. His name's Nigel.
Oh, I got a new title. I'm gonna need some cards, Nick.
I'm going to need you to talk to our business manager. He's behind door number 3.
Oh, you're talking about Phil. Phil.
Oh, yeah, Phil. Phil, we're going to need some business cards.
That's hilarious. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like yours is, it's bigger than, because, yeah, again, it's beer, but it's also the entertainment part of it, too. And, you know, letting people who may not be beer people at least, you know, be caught by that, be like, oh, maybe I should try that.
Oh yeah, definitely. You want to catch that crowd too, because that crowd is probably like, you're gonna have your main crowd, your beer geeks are always gonna like love everything,
right?
But then you get to everybody else. Those are the ones that you want to capture. Just like if you're a brewery, you're going to get your beer nerds, and you can cater to them, but you want to make stuff that's going to cater to the wide majority of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, we got to catch some Honeywell people.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is that? What is that word?
It's that crowd that comes in on Thursday nights, Thursday afternoons, and they drink one beer. We're trying to coach them up to drink 2, or maybe take something home.
Well, sometimes those math nerds, you gotta let them loosen up a little bit.
Yeah. You know what we're about to do at the brewery is hilarious, because we always say it to people, because we're big on people taking to-goes, right? And next time. So we're going to put you on the list for the next time. So we're actually going to do a notebook now. We're going to put your name. We're going to take a photo and put you in the book. You know what? So when you come back next time, next time, Givon, remember that last time?
That's the next beer you make out there. Next time.
Heard, Jeff.
That's your beer name.
Yeah, next time. So just let you know, if you come down Transparent and see me, I'm going to get it to go next time. We're going to keep track.
Some people do beer at forward walls. You're going to do the next time.
Next time wall.
Listen, you've got 4 next times.
So I was just at Fringe, and they have that beer at forward wall. And if you don't come and get your beer, they're doing Groundhog Day rules.
Oh.
So if a year goes by, let's say it's Nick, the podcast producer, to come get a beer, right? If you don't come get it, they're going to erase that part. It's going to be any Nick. So just a random motherfucking Nick comes in, like, oh, I'm on the board. You get a free beer.
Hey, I saw Lady Kranz was on the wall, got her beer. They posted that today.
Okay.
It's nice to see her get that.
Which Kranz you talking about? Cindy? Mama Kranz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kranz.
They just did a good fundraiser for her the other day at.
You know why she got it? Because it was labeled on the wall, cancer survivor.
Oh, heard, Chef.
Dope.
Yeah. Heard, yeah. So, yeah. Hey, let's drink that next mystery beer.
What do we got?
I don't know.
Mystery beer.
We missed that last time, didn't we?
We did.
Sorry, Bree.
You know what, Bree?
Double up.
Double up 2 times.
Mystery
All right.
There's a bottle opener in the bottom of that, unless it's falling through the burn hole.
It might have happened.
Actually, there's a good bottle opener in there. Shout out to Tanner from Pathlight. We did a podcast over there during the COVID years,
and one of our friends might have put that in the bag.
Yep. So now get the other one, bro.
Get the good one.
Get the good one.
Come on, bring your A game to the show.
I want to see if you know how to work it.
No, that's why I grabbed the other one. I have 2
I like the way you
bottle
work
openers.
it.
This one's
No
to cut wax.
diggity.
The other one's to take the top off.
Take your top off. What? Look at that blue cap, though.
That looks like a fancy bottle.
See, look, he's already fucking it up.
I know.
Oh Lord!
They want to take my craft beer card away from me.
Yeah.
That's how I ruined my career.
Put your
y'all.
nerd degrees to use. Come on now.
Not to use my teeth.
Please don't do that.
No, we don't have health insurance in this show.
Get that. No, hold on. See the part right there.
This part.
No, yeah, flip it over.
This part.
Yeah. So
The nail?
flip
Flip it and reverse
You're
it.
gonna put that on one side of the thing. No, put it on the far side. You know what I'm saying? Well, got to work too.
Look, sometimes you got to go in from the side. It's fine.
He G.I. Joe Kung Fu grifted. He's like, ah.
Hey, that's how my hands usually are. I'm tired of people talking about my hands. I remember one guy actually was on IG. He's like, "There's something wrong with your hands because my hands are always like this the whole time." I'm like, "No, my hands are just always closed up like a kung fu grip." They used to look at me in high school about that. Like, man, why are your hands always in kung fu grip? Like you can hold a sword in it or something like that.
Just in case.
Sword in one hand, you got the gun in the other. You ready for GI?
Just in case.
Trying not to see the ABV.
Heard.
Blueberry wheat ale. And that's all I can see because I think it's on the front somewhere.
Yeah, probably. We'll talk about the brewery here in a sec. Pour yourself a beer. What else we got going on, Nick?
We got. I'm just really excited about this event.
When are you going to release this episode, do you think? Next week?
Yeah, let's say next week.
Okay. Because you know what next Friday is, a week from Friday?
What is it?
It's my birthday.
Oh, shit. We need it. Well, last year we did a birthday episode.
Did we?
Live. We weren't live, but we recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Goat.
Oh, yeah, we did.
And there was some amazing beer karma at that night, too. Where do you want to go? What brewery you want to be at for your birthday next week?
Well, no, I'm gonna go to Tulsa.
Never mind. I don't want to celebrate with you anyway.
Heard.
Fuck that.
I'll be back Saturday, but I'm going to Tulsa to see Babyface in concert.
Nice.
You know, gotta. He doesn't come around very often, but he puts on one of the best shows.
Is this going to just be him?
I have no idea. It's at one of those Indian casinos, and I'm gonna go see Kenny and see if he remembers me from back in the day. Kenny, you remember me?
Do you want to see if Kenny remembers you or Babyface remembers
Well,
you?
his name is Kenny. Kenny Edmonds.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No, not my
your
homeboy
boy
Kenny.
Kenny.
No, I used to work for his wife. I used to work for Tracy Edmonds.
Oh, that's right.
If you remember the show College Hill, I was one of the who created that show?
Was he Race, right?
No, Race and Tracy Edmonds. I was one of the editors on that show, and I sat this close to Babyface many a time.
Damn.
Super nice guy. Tracy,
No,
super fine, bro.
that's right.
She would come on my edit bay. I couldn't I'm like, you can't come here like that. I can't edit. Look at you. Crop top and shit. I was like, Lord Jesus. This is going to be the worst segment ever.
I'm not paying attention to what happened.
No, not at all. Oh, good Lord. Those were the days.
Are you okay over there?
I'm fine. I'm just having issues with my thing.
I know. You're wrestling that mic like it's
like the python.
like the anaconda don't want none.
I think it's loose, man.
That reminds me of I was doing a reel for Transparent.
Okay.
I still get y'all motherfuckers confused. The one you work for.
Yeah, that one.
Transparent.
The one that gives you free beer to review.
Man, I don't know what that mic did to you.
It's loose, man. It's get loose. You know what? I'm going to do this. Here we go.
That makes for great audio.
I was like, I need to go see Nigel.
Oh,
and get one of the big blue cans.
That's the problem.
Oh, are you knocking it off the table?
No, dude, it's just tripping. Oh,
Because you keep messing with it.
oh, turn me off real quick.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Talk amongst yourselves, folks. Fuck it. We'll just edit it out. No, we
Really?
won't.
You don't edit. What are you talking about?
We don't edit. Shh.
Righty tighty, lefty, lefty. What is it?
Want this can opener?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know, but I just really wish I was getting better video of this. I mean, this is some riveting content right
It
here.
reminds me of that time when Brian was over here in that chair and he decided to work on the mic during the show.
Oh, that's right.
And you didn't edit it out.
Now.
There we go. Now we're back in the game. Sometimes things get loose in life, if you know what I'm saying.
You got to work hard at it.
Well, you got to tighten it down.
That's right.
So,
Lock that shit down, man.
yeah. Now he's having issues.
Well, I will admit.
I should have just
he
turned
has
it the whole
wor- that's-
time.
That's the most janky shock mount I've got. It's old, too.
Yeah, I can't tell what brewery this. What's the ABV on this thing? It's an interesting beer.
There's a little, like, I don't know what
Funk.
that is at the end.
It's got some funk to it.
But yeah, right at the end.
I
What
couldn't
style
tell.
is this?
got some berry in it, or is that leftover from the blueberry crumble?
No, it is a, what'd you say it was? It's a blueberry wheat.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense now.
Brewed and
It's
bottled
Fruity
by
Funk.
St. Benedict's Brew Works on 10th Street in Ferdinand, Indiana. Where's that?
I have no idea.
You're up that way.
I've been
I just
to
gave him Indiana.
The state you're from starts with an I, so you get Indiana too.
the only time I've been to Indiana was I went to Fillmore, Indiana.
Never heard of it.
Don't go to Fillmore, Indiana, because it's close to Martinsville, Indiana, and there's a whole lot of Klans members up there.
Okay.
I actually talked to one. Long story.
I'm sure.
They're like, "Where's Javon at?" Oh, he's talking to some guy from Martinsville. What? He's talking to some guy from Martinsville. You better go out there and get him.
That was great.
Word
That was a good
of
country accent.
advice. Always, if you go out somewhere, always have that one redneck friend and never leave by them. Make sure they're with you at all times when you go to places like that.
That's a pro tip right there. Huh?
Is that why you have me travel with you?
I ain't scared of no motherfuckers, man.
My your token white friend?
No. I got a lot of white friends, man.
I mean, there's very few of us in the beer world.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm down. What do you think the ABV on this? And I'll, shout out to the wheat beers. I'm not a wheat beer guy, so this is not something that it's fine, but it's not.
I feel like the funk makes it a little higher than I think.
And I'm gonna say this is probably beer karma from Scott Kranz, maybe, or someone else, because you never know where the beer karma comes from.
That's true.
Oh God, I thought he was gonna die.
I mean,
I have death metal burps.
I was afraid that was going to be followed by something that we didn't want to see.
A projectile.
Yeah. Like, don't hit the iPhone. Don't hit the iPhone.
5%.
I wonder if the funk gets a little higher. I'm going to go 6.
I think the funk is that combination of the blueberry
5.8
and the wheat, because wheat beers are kind of grassy, funky, dank, if you will. You ever smelled like wet wheat, like a wet hay, like wet hay? You know what I'm saying? That's what that reminds me of.
I'm going to go 6.2.
5.8.
Actual retail ABV. It is not on here.
Damn Indiana.
Unless, hold on.
There you go.
That was a good one. I don't know. Can you read that?
Fuck.
You got glasses on. What's below the? Right there, below. Is it got the ABV right there? Right on the front, below the big letters.
No, that's just 1 pint, 6 fluid ounces.
Yeah, it's not on there. The government warning is all over that.
His prescription is much different than when we switched bags last year at Bear and Flow. Remember we got our bags mixed up?
Oh yeah.
I saw glasses and I'm like, I'll put these sunglasses on. See what happens.
Oh,
Holy shit!
It's like, this fool is blind.
Wasn't that somebody lost some shit, but the bags got switched?
I thought I lost my shit, but
What
in
was in that bag though? It was pivotal.
it was my gimbal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
All the equipment.
Yeah. You were lamenting it. I'm like, bro, you can buy another one. You were about to fucking cry.
I'm over there like, where'd my stickers go?
my 4 Rode Lav mics.
Yeah. You
Brand new gimbal.
Yeah, you were upset.
Oh, it's like, oh, fuck.
And it turns out motherfuckers' bags got switched at birth. Damn it. That was you were crestfallen.
I was a little.
You were crestfallen for sure.
Oh,
I thought I was gonna slap the shit out of you. Snap out of it, Nick. We got another day to go.
That's the thing.
It's fine. One monkey don't stop no show, and 2 don't make no circus. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Sometimes we're a circus.
Always. Not my monkeys, not my circus. So we don't know the ABV of this one. It's an okay beer. This has been
It's not my favorite of the day.
Yeah, I mean the fact I'm gonna say
I'm gonna rate it below the Pirates water.
Heard. I would say that.
Blow the Pirates water?
Yeah, it's kind of flat too.
You know, look
Yeah, it's a little
the Pirates water. That was like the Kool-Aid starter for the show.
Like, we were getting into with it.
Well, generally I bring like the mystery beers, and then we have a drinker. He claims, I see the fridge down there. He claims it's dead. I'm gonna bring it back to life again. It'll be fine. It's probably. I bet if you plugged it in, I'd probably start right up.
You never know.
But for a $40 fridge, if it dies every 3 months, it's fine.
If it dies, it dies.
Dice. So we're gonna bring that back to life. So normally we have beers because it holds 6 beers.
Oh, nice.
Unless there's a big beer, then it's
Yeah,
different.
the tall boys you get 4.
So,
Cause I was gonna bring one, but I totally forgot. Like I got the little Igloo WWE belt. I have a beer in there.
yeah, you should have brought that shit
I
with
got
you.
Shit.
What are you doing, bro? You should keep that in your car.
I would have had video of you like just strutting into the studio with that shit on.
Talk about a teaser reel.
It'll be there for the bottle share.
Okay, heard.
There we go.
Hurt. That's going to be wild. The bottle share is going to be good.
Yeah.
I don't think Kansas City's ready for this. Because
Nah.
the Barrel and Flow bottle share,
I don't know if we can compete with that one.
you know, you know what?
I won't get into it, but there are reasons why that one's going to be better.
Why? Who's going to be better?
Well, we
That
can't.
one?
Yeah, why the Barrel and Flow one's better.
You know what? Shh. Don't worry about it.
And there are reasons why I think we can compete, but I'm not going to say those.
Yeah, heard. Not out loud. You know, the streets are watching.
Right. We're going to take it to the streets.
Like the Doobie Brothers.
Are you about to you're about to jerk that shit right off the table again?
Phrasing. Here we are with the phrasing. Shit. Well, shit, man. Finally got you on for a full episode.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Wait.
You got more questions?
This is a very important question.
Okay.
All right.
Probably the most important question of the episode.
Here we go.
Do you have your tickets for Barrel and Flow this year?
Not yet.
Will you be going with us?
Yes.
All right, there we go. That's all we needed. Because now you said it on the pod, it's locked in.
So basically, people, you've got
On the bus or what?
Yeah,
I might not do the bus. If I do, I might end up flying. So I won't be down there for too long.
Well, you don't have to ride the bus.
Oh, yeah.
Get your car caravan.
Oh, yeah.
You want the road trip. Trust me.
Yeah, you want the road
Trust
trip.
me.
Yeah,
Look,
flying is fine.
Fine, but
The
it
road
ain't
trip's
it
better.
ain't the show.
That ain't the show?
No,
No. As a matter of fact, I don't care if we ever fly to this festival again.
no. I mean, our night in Dayton, that was
epic.
Thank you.
Epic.
Who knew Dayton was popping like that with breweries? Not us. We get there, we're like, okay, heard, chef.
I didn't know Dayton had breweries.
Well, you know, they've got
The designated outdoor recreation
yeah,
area.
yeah, the Dora.
Dora.
Yeah, so that's where Aaaaarg is.
Well, they're
That's
not in
right.
downtown. Aaaaarg.
Still, they're close. They're 10 minutes from
But
downtown.
we went to the downtown and hit what?
Heard
3 or 4?
Heard, chef. But the reason we went to Dayton because we were going to go to Aaaaarg again and spend more time than we did last time. Because last year, the year before last, we stopped in Dayton, had a few beers, and then went to Columbus. This year was like, we're going to stay in Dayton. So we spent some time at Aaaaarg, and it was funny because, you know, Woody loves his cream ales, and they had just released their cream ale for the first time in cans. And so we grabbed cans for him, then we hit downtown Dayton.
Are those the ones that exploded on us?
No. Those the Exploders were not from,
No, they were Aaaaarg.
but it was not the cream ale.
It wasn't the cream ale.
Because we didn't bring, so we took the cream ale specifically for Woody when we got to Pittsburgh. So, yeah, they had some cans that kind of, you know,
It was a fruited sour. That's what it was. Yeah.
skeet, you know.
I've yet to have a can blow up on me yet. Knock on wood.
Oh,
Every single one of this 4-pack exploded.
yeah. I've had 2 beers explode in my fridge in the last 6 months. When I had my last vehicle, I had a stout blow up in the back of it, all on the headliner.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so I'm you know, I haven't been injured yet, but I'm experienced.
We were scrubbing the floor and walls at my house.
Yeah, he had one shoot and hit his ceiling, the whole thing. It was great. And it was a really tasty beer.
It was a good beer.
It's a really tasty beer.
I'm really mostly sad that I didn't get to drink all of that beer.
Do we have any beer left from the
We
the
do.
trip?
I was going to bring it tonight, actually,
You got some toxics still?
because I've got that's what I have left are the toxics that I've been waiting for us to have a good toxic
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
I want a toxic night out with you, Nigel.
As you should. A play date. I like to call those play dates.
You never know how that's going to end.
Well, you start bringing those. Bring one per episode. We'll make that a
There we
mystery
go.
beer.
And they're all, you'll like this one. They're all stouts.
Yes, indeed. I'm
Yes,
going to
indeed.
love that.
So our next pod, I don't know
think.
if you're going to be around. We're next Tuesday. We're going up to Call Sign. So you know, I know that's kind of in your neck of the woods. So you know, if you want to come,
My neck of the woods, I live in Waldo.
okay. I thought you lived close
That's
to
a hop,
like.
skip, and a jump. You're
I
fine.
thought you were in Midtown.
I used to be in Midtown.
Okay, so I thought you're in Waldo now.
Yeah.
Okay, heard.
You can get there just fine.
So you're excited about the City Barrel opening over there?
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for them to open up.
They're finally about to do it. they're kind of like Vine Street. Took them 2 years to do some shit. Well, Vine Street was like 3, but whatever.
Well, you know, like Vine Street had that silly pandemic to deal with.
And that silly building.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
God damn, that building is gorgeous, though.
Yeah. If you guys haven't been to Vine Street Brewing, first black-owned brewery in Missouri, fucking dope. And they're smashing the beers. Let's keep it real. They're
Right out the gate.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised though.
Because they also did 40 collabs.
But you know what though? And
I mean, they were working. Their brewers are awesome.
I'm going to go back further than that because when I met Woody, you know, he was always popping with the cream ale, and then I met Elliot. You know where I met him? Right out here in the parking lot for Blarney Brew Off.
Oh,
That's the first time I met him. He was part of Johnson County Brewers Society, whatever the fuck they call it. And I was like, who is this brother? And I was like, oh, he's doing some good beer. Fun fact, tonight I'm looking for mystery beers. And I thought I told Elliot we had drank it. I still have as Black as Beautiful as a homebrew.
wow.
Oh, wow.
Still have it in my Frigidaire.
You know what? We need to save that.
Oh, we'll save that for the event.
Yep. That's exactly what.
Because he was looking, I don't know, he's like, I don't know if that's going to hold up. I'm like, it's a style. It's probably fine. It's probably banging right now. Because that thing's probably 3 years old.
We're popping that open April 12th.
Okay, heard, Chef.
Yeah.
Anyways, brother, thanks for coming on.
Oh, no problem. No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to you joining us again.
Oh,
Yeah. Tell people where they can find you on the socials.
All the socials. Centric Styles. SENTRIC Styles. STYLES.
Spell it, son.
You can catch me on there, on IG, on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a little bit. I might tweet every once in a while, but not very much. Mainly just Instagram.
Heard. What about us, Nick? Where can they find us?
Well, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, most any of your favorite podcast apps, and Nigel. Still works.
Does it?
Hey, Alexa, play the Beers with Nigel podcast.
Heard, Chef.
See, you went deep sexy. I went creepy.
No, that wasn't creepy. That was kind of that was Nick sexy.
Then I missed my mark.
That was more like
I was going for creepy.
that was more like Joko's frisky.
Joke frisky. It's a thing, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to my folks in Johnson County. I know y'all frisky out there.
You know, our social games improved. Where we at?
What do you mean? Where we at?
Where we at on the socials?
We're on the Twitter. You already said
X.
that.
No, I said the pod apps.
Oh yeah, you can find us on. I didn't know what the fuck you meant, man.
I said socials.
That could be anything. MySpace, we're back on there.
with your favorite local garage band.
LimeWire, got it.
Top 5. Who's in the top 5? Top 8?
You can download us there.
The Napster kicked us off though.
Yeah, the Napsters. No, I think iHeart. You can search us on iHeart.
Yeah.
Did you say Spotify?
Yeah. What I was getting at was he was going to say that we were on the Instagram, we were on the Facebooks, we were on the Tweeters.
But you already said all of that. Why would I repeat it?
I didn't.
You did a great job.
I didn't do those.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Well, I wasn't listening then, was I?
I might have said what I was on.
Yeah, we're on the Facebooks, and we're on the Instagrams.
Yeah. You're still loyal to the tweeter.
Well, I hadn't posted on it recently, but I posted the event on there, and got a lot of people who retweeted it and responded. So, again,
tickets on sale now, folks.
Yeah.
BeersWithNigel.com.
Yeah, weekend of
One pint
April
at a
12th.
time.
You should totally come. The film's fucking worth the price of admission, man.
Right.
And let's keep it real. What a way to support some shit in Kansas City, and drink some beers.
Yeah.
And get some beer karma while you're at it, because if you come around, what's going to happen. Shenanigans.
The circus. It will ensue.
Because we are shenanigators.
Ooh, is that a beer name?
Yes.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, that was a transparent beer. Shenanigans.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I did. So check this out before we wrap. I've got my beer list. I've got a list of probably 200 things that I think should be beers.
Right.
And what I'm not sure, I don't think of all of them, but I have friends who say weird shit. And so I'm like, ooh, that's a beer name. Habitual Deliciousness is a pale ale that's transparent right now. That was on the list.
Habitual Deliciousness.
We got this whiteboard on the wall, and so I wrote down a bunch of names. What I thought they were going to pick, Nolan was going to pick, was Fruity Smooches.
That does not feel like a Nolan choice to me.
But he loves his hops, and he loves his fruity hops.
That's true.
Who doesn't love a fruity smooch?
Fruity Smooches sounds like a pastry sour almost.
Ooh.
I feel like that's a that's like a cereal.
That's like
Yeah,
that's like
like when they make them with the Fruit Loops
It's
or
like
the
a
Fruity
sour
Pebbles or
Fruity
something.
Pebbles. Almost.
that's
Yeah.
a sour smooch, I think. That's different than a fruity smooch.
Well, that's when your grandma pinches your cheeks.
Oh, good Lord. Good night, folks.
That's it. We're done. We'll see everybody at Call Sign Tuesday, 6:30.
You've been listening to Beers with Nigel, a show about beer and other stuff, hosted by Nigel Woodbury and that other guy, Nick Parker. Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dyer Oil Graphics, providing bumper-to-bumper graphic design, promo products, and print services. Find them at dyeroil.com. Beers with Nigel is a proud member of the Fredcast Network and is available on all of your favorite podcast flavors. Find Beers with Nigel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ask Alexa to play the Beers with Nigel podcast.